My business has been unbelievably successful, and one of the main reasons why is because I figured out early on what my competitors were doing wrong. My name is Mike. This is all about pressure washing, and finding out what they're doing wrong can have a huge impact on how you're able to grow your business, charge more for your services, and retain those customers forever. But before we get too deep into that, if you're just starting out in the business, maybe you're doing some research, seeing if it's a good fit for you, you probably need to check out How to Wash. This is the #1 selling pressure washing and soft washing course in the world for the past 2 years. And I'm guessing if your competition had taken this course, they wouldn't be making these mistakes that are pissing customers off and helping your business grow. This training covers every aspect of the pressure washing business, from the equipment to the chemicals, how to mix those chemicals, what ratios you need to use on all the different surfaces that you're going to encounter on a residential property. We go into specialty chemicals that you can use to upsell and make more money at every single job. We talk about property protection. The training covers all of the key elements that you need in order to cut your learning curve, hit the ground running, and not make costly mistakes that aren't just going to cost you money, but can hurt your reputation in your market. Not only do you get to keep the training forever, watch it as many times as you want, but once complete, you also get your ECP certification, which you can proudly display on all of your marketing material to let your customers, your competition, and your market know you're a professional and you're ready to roll. So definitely check that out. There is a link below. So when I first started my business, I was answering every phone call myself. I was responding to every single email myself. I was going out and doing all the quotes in person, meeting the customers face to face. And while that was unbelievably time consuming, and a lot of times my time was wasted by tire kickers or people that were just shopping around for the best price. But what it did do was it gave me insight into my customers, who they were and who I wanted my customers to be, and some of the issues they had with previous contractors. So when I would be talking to them, I would say stuff like, when was the last time you had your house washed? When was the last time you had your roof washed? And they would say last year or a couple years ago. And then I would ask them who did it for them. Now, a lot of times people would say, oh, it was XYZ. And I'd ask why they didn't call XYZ back. And obviously there were different responses. They're no longer in business was one, but the overwhelming majority of people had some sort of bad experience, or maybe their expectations weren't met, and this information allowed me to build my business around what my customers wanted. And this happened because I asked questions. Why did you not call them back? Why are you not using them again? And inevitably, they were going to tell me everything. Tell me all the problems that they had. Tell me the bad experiences. Tell me how the last company fell short, which gives me the ammunition and the talking points to assure them that we're not going to do the same things that the other guys did, right? We're not going to do A, B, and C. This is what we're going to do. This is how our process works, and this is why we're going to be able to solve your problems that the other guy couldn't. And obviously, they love to hear this, but again, they'd already lost trust in one company, and they don't know you yet, but you're getting a ton of valuable information that's going to allow you to talk to them, to identify their issues, to address their problems, right? And hopefully meet and exceed their expectations once you get the job. Now, you're already ahead of the game at this point, and what happens next is you give them your price, right? You send over the quote, and whether you're sending that in a form of an email or an estimate, or you're standing in front of them, and I hope that you're using 𝗂𝘂IQ to do all this. Regardless, you're going to follow up, and in that process, sometimes the feedback that you're going to get is, wow, you're a little bit higher than the last guy. And my response is always, of course it's more, because you get what you pay for, and we're going to do a better job. You already told me they didn't do a good job last time, and if they did, and you did call them, they were out of business maybe, and that's probably because they weren't charging enough. They didn't charge you enough, they didn't charge anybody else enough, and probably the reason their phone's cut off and they're no longer in business. And in the back of their minds, they know that they're going to be charged more. And hopefully you were able to do a good enough job conveying how your company was different, how you're going to eliminate the issues instead of create new ones. And by knowing your competition, knowing what they're doing right, but more importantly, what they're doing wrong, is going to allow you to be so much better than everybody else in your market. And when you consistently over deliver, when you consistently perform, you're continually exceeding your customers' expectations. People are going to start talking about you, right? People are going to start referring you. People are going to start giving you 5-star reviews, and all of these things are going to help your business grow. And when you've started to build your name up in the community and your market, you're able to charge more because you've become a premium brand, and a brand that people go to because they know what they're going to get. They know that the quality is going to be there, right? And they're willing to pay more because they know you're not going to cause headaches for them. They know that the job is going to be done right the first time, and they know they're not going to have to call you back to fix something. And they also know that the next time they need something done, they're going to call you because they trust you now. And that's huge, because repeat customers can can be one of the biggest sources of revenue for your business. And that's why customer service is absolutely essential for the long-term success of your business. And the more customers that you talk to, the more interaction that you have with every customer that you deal with, the more problems that you solve. These are all the things that you've now got in your toolbox. And you can pull these things out and you can discuss the common issues that most people have, because there's just going to be a handful of issues that people face regardless of the industry, right? Regardless of the service that you're providing, whether it's window cleaning, carpet cleaning, if you're a plumber, a lawn care guy, an HVAC guy, your customers are going to have the same core issues, right? And when you're able to address those issues, when you're able to build your marketing and your sales pitch around those core fundamental sticking points of your customer, they're going to be blown away, because they're going to be like, hey, Mike, how'd you know that this was going to be my problem? How did you know this was the issue that I had with my last service provider? And it's pretty simple. It's because we do this every single day, because we hear it from all of our customers. So that's why we need to take this information and we need to utilize it. But more importantly, we need to take action, because it's so valuable. And if you're not taking action, if you're not putting it to use, then that's on you and shame on you. And this all stems from your ability to regurgitate and articulate the problems that your customers have told you about. And whether that's a problem with a previous service provider or a problem they're, something they're facing on their house, right? They've got dirty soffits, their roof looks bad, whatever the case is, something's bothering them, and that's why they're calling you. And it doesn't obviously apply just to pressure washing, because this is business 101. This is the stuff that's going to make your business that much better. But again, your ability to understand the issues, articulate how you're going to solve these problems, how you're going to make their life easier, that's what's going to separate you from everybody else. And that's what's going to make you a lot of money in the long run. So that is it for today, guys. I appreciate you watching. Hope this video helps, and I hope you're able to capitalize on the mistakes that your competitors make so you can be number one in your market. Now, don't forget to check out How to Wash. Definitely download 𝗤𝘂𝐻𝑖𝘁. This is the go-to CRM for anybody in the service industry, and I hope you have a great day.